Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. My name's Adam. If you are new here, thank you very much for checking out my channel. If you're a returning subscriber or just a returning watcher, again, thank you so much for being here. It's been about a month since my last video, which I didn't think it was only a month. It actually feels a lot longer. That's gonna bug me. Sorry, I've not put enough hairspray in. Yeah, so it's been roughly about a month since my last video, which was, I think, the release of the share collection, and I could have sworn that it's been much longer than just a month. At the same time, I'm trying to switch on the little lights I've got here. Yeah, no. Okay, one of them's working. I've got on my tripod, I've got two little lights, and it's only one of them that's working. Oh well. Yeah, so it's been a month. I think it's been 2 months since. No, I'm lying. Hold on, because I've got my YouTube open here. It's been 4. No, Adam, you're lying. 2 months since the proper podcast sort of videos, and a month since another video. It doesn't matter. It's been a while. I'm back. I'm alive. There's no with the videos. I'm not stopping the YouTube channel. I'm not pausing it. Nothing like that. I'm just not creating videos as often as I initially started out with, only because I don't have as much to show you. I don't have as much to talk about. I mean, most weekdays I'll get in 1 or 2 rows of crocheting depending on what I'm making. So I do need that time to sort of, come up with new things, make progress, and then I can show you what I've been making. So what I always forget to sort of do on these videos is actually introduce myself to anyone who might be new. So as I have mentioned, my name's Adam, and I am originally I'm Hungarian. So if you're noticing multiple accents, that's the reason. I'm Hungarian with possibly multiple accents, living in the UK, in the northwest of England, between Preston. That's probably the most well-known area if you know areas in the UK, between Preston and Blackburn, with my fiance Luke and our cat Pepper. I work full-time in an office job, and on the side crocheting is my hobby, and I also dye yarn on the side with my full-time job. I've got a collection of yarns that I dye to order, and I do a monthly club as well. All of the information is going to be linked below, so where you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, my website, my Etsy shop. Everything's there, just in case you do want to check out my yarn that I'm dyeing. So I introduce myself. Yeah, I've been knitting and crocheting for about 4 years now. Funnily enough, I started knitting originally when COVID hit, and not because I was out of a job or because I was working from home. Oh no, I started this job in the month when the COVID lockdown started, and alongside a new job, I decided, oh, why not start crocheting and let it take over, start knitting and let it take over my life, and make me spend money on it, and isolate myself for a bit. So yeah, I have. That's how I started, and then eventually I started crocheting, And then now I would say I'm a much more confident crocheter than knitter. Although I have knitted not too far in the past, just not as recently. So, what should I start with? I'll start with a couple of finished objects I've done. There's quite a bit, not a whole lot, not massive items, but you'll see as I'm showing them to you. I'm gonna start with the cowls I've been making. These cowls are just the same ones I tend to make. These are all crochet with Gigi's pattern, this bit, and then the top bit I just make as half double crochets usually, or single crochets, only because I don't like post stitches, and in the original pattern that's what she does. I couldn't tell you what yarn this is because I just got it randomly for a monthly group project, so, but it's just a plain acrylic. Then I have this one, which you might recognise. This was a shawl originally, which I had in my Etsy shop for a while, but I found it too small when I was looking at it. I thought it's too small. I didn't buy enough yarn to make it, so I took it back until it was big enough for a cowl, and I've just put the neck portion on it. So yeah, recycled and reused. The yarn is from either Temu or AliExpress. Then I've got just this plain cherry coloured, raspberry coloured, again acrylic yarn. I think it's Stylecraft, maybe, just one of the big store ones. So I've got that one. Then I've got this cream. This doesn't have much of a neck section, but you know, it's all right. They're all different. They all have slight differences in all of them. You know, I mean, they're all the same size. You know, I worked them all to the same size, but obviously different yarns turn out a bit differently. So there you go. There's all of them. Then I also made another one which will lean in. No, I'll show you two other things, and then I'll show you the last cowl that will lean into something else. Bear with. I can't move the mannequin here because I've got a massive box in the way. I don't think I showed you this yet. This is a boomerang shawl that I've done for a group project again. This was with some hand-dyed yarn that I've dyed myself, obviously. It's the Spectrum Mush, I think I called it. It's literally got, I think, every single colour you can find in my dyeing supplies. But yeah, it's really nice and soft. It's just a plain boomerang shawl from Fibre Spider. It's one of his patterns. So that's one of them. And then I've literally just finished this last night, I think. It's the Miss Libby shawl by Cinnamon Stitches. It's quite a big shawl. I've not blocked it. I don't like blocking things. I try not to, because I always think whoever gets it, whoever buys it, are they gonna bother blocking it? I don't know. Personally, I don't think so. I always give people instructions for blocking, whether they do or not. It's obviously down to them. What I liked about this shawl is that it has a V-neck sort of start to it, which means when you wear, obviously a lot of triangular shawls, it doesn't always fit the best, obviously because it's just got a straight neck part, and I can imagine if you're wearing it, it can fall off, slip off. Whereas with this, I must admit, from Cinnamon Stitches, it's a really good idea, because if you just put it on, it literally it falls around your neck, like around your shoulders, so it literally stays on. So I can really recommend this pattern, and it's also using different stitches. So you've got, I think, the V stitches there, then you've got that, I nearly called it the virus stitch, but it's not, it's similar. And then you've got that section there, and then just double crochet. You're meant to end on one of these rows, but for some reason I decided to put on 2 double crochet rows. Don't ask me why. I know why. Because I was going to repeat this section. It was big enough, but I thought, oh, well, I'll repeat it, and then I couldn't work out how to do it, and I just left it. So that's finished object. So that's the 2 finished objects alongside the cowls, and then the last cowl is this one. This is with Karen Simply Soft, which I've managed to get, leaning into the next section, yarn purchases, yarn acquisitions. I've realised if you're living here in the UK, you might have heard about Vinted. If not, it's a app, or you can use it on a computer as well. It is a website where you can buy second-hand clothes, used clothes, for a lot, a fraction of the price that you would in a shop. But you can actually buy yarn there. People started selling. Some people sell yarn as in brand new for the brand new price, and some people using it as like a destashing way of destashing the yarns. And I have purchased stuff that I haven't showed because I don't even know where it is. Maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. I don't know how much I bought, but whatever I got, I'll show you. So I got some of the Karen Simply Soft. There were 2 balls of that yarn for something like £3 plus shipping. So it was nothing. It was absolutely ridiculously cheap. It didn't come in this shape. I did start using it, and then I frogged it, and I ended up just rolling it into a ball, obviously, because the Simply Softs come in a tubular shape rather than a ball of yarn, so I just balled it up. I think it's a full skein, so I've got quite a lot of yarn here. And the second yarn purchase I did from Vinted was, again, if you live in the UK, you'll know B&M. Years ago, they used to carry this ombre yarn that recently they stopped selling. I can't get it anywhere else, and when they were selling it, I never got any. Don't know why, I just didn't. So when I saw it on someone's listing, I thought, I'm buying it. I can't remember how much it was. There is a price sticker on them, £2.99. That's the original price in the shop, what used to be. I think I bought 3 of them for £3, £4. You can't go wrong if you're not bothered about. I mean, you can still buy a big quantity of yarns, obviously for more money. It's going to cost you a bit more than it would otherwise. But what am I trying to say here? Yes, so you can actually buy big bundles of scrap yarns. You know, if you're making a scrap blanket or something like that, and you don't want to buy full skeins of yarn to add to things, you can actually buy bundles of scrap yarn. It's absolutely perfect for things like that. But also, it's brilliant for, you know, full skeins of yarns. So it's like this is like a purpley black. I think it's a chunk, yeah, 5 to 6 millimeter knitting needles. It's thick for a 4 weight, but then again, when you're pulling it a little bit, it is a bit thinner. I don't know. It's not a DK. It's definitely thicker than a DK, but yeah. So I've got 3 of them. There's about 250 meters in each. 700 meters I've got. I'll work something out what to do. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. So that's the yarn I've purchased from Vinted. And then I always said I'm not going to buy any more yarn from Aldi. I did. They just had the weekly deals sale thingy that they do every week, and 2 or 3 weeks ago it was all crafting stuff. They had yarn, and then the first time when I went into Aldi and looked, you know, did our weekly shop, they only had 2 or 3 colours, and I thought, well, this is exactly why I'm not buying any yarn from this establishment. I'm not bothered. Then I went back a second time, and they changed it all. They were, I'll show you what I got, but all the yarn was £1.20. Even the colour changing ones, they were £1.20. It would have been stupid of me not to buy any. That's what I'm going with. And I also bought, I'll show you. So it says Iceland, but it's actually Aldi. Just reusing plastic bags. So I'm going to start with the bulkiest thing, which is, by the way, I can't believe I've not opened this bag fully. It's been here for about 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now, and I've just not even this. Yeah, I got a yarn ball, which is still fully packaged. So let's have a look. This was £4.99, so a fiver. You can't go wrong. I like it. It's a yarn ball. It will do the job. You know, can't go wrong for... Is there a crack in it? I mean, it's £4, and it's ceramic, or what is it? Yeah, ceramic yarn ball. So, and for £5, I don't think it's going to be the highest of qualities. It doesn't matter. If you know me, you know I wind my yarn into 2 hand wound balls, because I can't be arsed with yarn winders. So this is going to be absolutely perfect for that. So really happy with that. Deal with that later. Right, 1, 2. I think I've got 4 of these. Again, £1.20. Can't go wrong. They call it rainbow yarn, pink and lilacs, and it has 20% wool in it. So it's 80% acrylic and then 20% wool. You can feel the wool, but it's not scratchy. It's a basic acrylic with some wool in it. I really like it. Really nice colours. Much brighter than what they used to do. So I like it. How much is in it? 175 meters, and it's I think it's a number 4. I don't know how much. I'll have to do the maths separately. I don't know how much of it I have, but I thought 4 skeins, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make something with them. If not, I've got 4 of these. Pink ombre yarn. So if same information as these, I thought if there's not enough of each colour, what I could do is put these all together, make something out of them together, because I think they would work out absolutely fine with each other. They'd look nice together. So yeah, so 8 of those I've got for £1.20 each. Can't go wrong. Then I've got, what's this? Again, acrylic and wool. Just some plain white worsted size 4 yarn. Because again, I can put it with, anything, just in case I don't like how they're looking. It's one of those. You always end up using these. Apparently, I will, because then I have some grey, soft grey, just one of these, same as the white. One black, Aran again. Oh yes, sorry, it's Aran weight, so worsted Aran, whatever you want to call it, size 4. Some black. And this is some DK orange, only because I have my scrap blanket that I've been working on for a long time, which I'll show you in a minute. I haven't got any orange for that, so I do want to add some of this into it just to brighten it up a bit. But also, Judy at Judy's Creations in Crochet, her monthly cal has a inspiration picture this month that has some orange in it, so I can double dip. So that's done as well. And I think I'll show one more thing to show you, and then I've got a couple of stuff just to mention. So I've got my scrap blanket, which it's not even going to fit in the picture. But so yeah, it's I keep making squares for it, just random colours I keep picking out and just adding to it. I'm joining all the yarns, all the squares with the really fast joining method by Juan the Yarn Addict. So much easier than the original way I tried to join them. So that's it. So I've got a note, you see, because otherwise I'll forget. Two things I'll show you with just pictures, because I don't have them anymore. Those are finished objects as well. The first one is the cardigan I made for my niece Leona. It was yarn from either AliExpress or Temu again. No, gosh, I can't. I'm doing all of this without the pictures, so I'll be inserting the pictures out. No, I used Picasso from Ice Yarn. Yeah, the rainbow yarn from Picasso. That's it. That's what I used for Leona's blanket. It's from Craft and a Cuppa. She has have I mentioned this before? Why do I remember talking about the Leona's cardigan? And I'm pretty sure I just called it a blanket before. If I have, no, it's a cardigan. Yeah, I think I mentioned it. Anyway, it's from Craft and a Cuppa. I'll have the video linked below. And then I also made a smaller cardigan for my best friend's little girl who's due some point soon. The picture you probably would have seen by now. That's the yarn from Temu or AliExpress. Really nice. What I did notice with these cardigans, if you're using colour changing yarn, it's difficult to put them all together. I'm lying. It's not difficult to put it all together. If you don't like colours being a set way, so for example, you don't want, like the cuff being in a different colour arrangement to the whole arm section, I'd use a solid colour or really colour blocking if you've got variegated, if you've got the time and energy for that. Then I'm thinking about making one for myself, similar, maybe a solid one, not a granny square one, but a solid one, just in a plain colour. I haven't got the yarn for it yet. It will happen at some point, but it is a project because I do want to make myself something. It's been a long time. I want something as well for myself. So yeah, I'll be making one of those. I'll be making one of those cardigans for myself because I like wearing cardigans more than jumpers. Because as you can see, even now I'm short sleeved, even though it's quite cold already. I just don't like being fully closed in. So progress on the scrap blanket. Showed you finished objects. Another thing I got from Vinted was a massive bundle of crochet hooks. I mean, there's loads of pens in there and scissors, but I use these as my crochet hook and pen holders. So I've got some of these bigger crochet hooks, like 9mm and 10mm ones, just because I never had them. I always had 2 to 6. So now I've got the bigger ones. I can make chunkier stuff if I wanted to. And again, the big bundle of crochet hooks was something like £5. You can't get hooks for that much. What else? So the monthly club, the Crafty Wool monthly minis club. I'm going to be changing the name of it because, well, not so much the name, but just the listing, because it says Crafty Wool 2024 mini club. I'm just going to scrap the 2024 because it's just going to automatically continue in the new year. I'm not changing anything about it. I am keeping it as a DK and a sock option, same bases, because I wasn't sure of how it's going to go this year when I first came up with the idea. So I'm just going to continue on with it. It's going really well. You know, it's getting bigger every month, which is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I've got that. I've also now have the listing for the 100 gram club month. That's on my website. If you go look for it, it's there. It's very similar to the mini club, so it's DK a sock, maybe even sparkly. I'd have to double check. It's all there. It works the same way. You can subscribe or purchase it as a one-off. Completely up to you. So that's there as well. Is there anything else I need to mention? I'm doing a craft fair in December, on the 7th of December, at the Lytham Assembly Halls. It's only a small craft show, as far as I know, but it's been going 9 years, so I'd imagine people will know about it. It's quite popular. I've even prepared and got myself a little card reader just in case, which I'd imagine everyone will be paying on their cards, a phone, because who carries cash nowadays? I do, because I like it. It feels like I've got money. Yeah, so I've even got that. I'll be taking all my, oh, is this coming? I'll be taking all my finished objects, so all my cowls, my shawls. I think I'll be making a couple more shawls, maybe even a few hats. As much as I'm not a hat crocheter, I might give it a try. And tell you what, I do need some advice. As you know, I dye my yarn to order. I don't really keep a lot of them. I do have some upsies that I will be taking, but what I could do with is a couple of you, anyone who's watching this, if you could have a look at my website and think, if money's no object, you know, you've got unlimited money to spend and you want to buy some of my hand-dyed yarn, what would you buy? Which ones would you buy? Because I do want to dye up some yarn that I have, and yarn recipes that I have. I want to dye some of that up and take to the craft show. But I want to take things that I know would be popular, or, you know, my viewers, followers are looking at, they like, so I can dye them up and have those, you know, have more of those than random ones canes. So if you have a look and leave me a comment, send me an email, whatever you'd like to do, whatever's best for you, let me know, because that would help me out massively, just to know what it is that you would buy if you were coming to a craft show and you saw, oh, yarn, which one it is that you would like. If you are from the area, living in the area, again, it's December the 7th, Lytham Assembly Rooms. I'll be there with someone, I don't know who yet. And yeah, if you're in the area and you're free, pop over, say hi. You know, you might find something, not just from me, anyone who's there. I do believe that there is a Hungarian lady who does baking there, because Luke's mum and dad have gone a couple of weekends ago and she was there. So you know, you'll have yawn and shawl from a Hungarian, and then you can have cakes and stuff from another Hungarian. Why not? Anyway, I think that's it. I've got, I'm really happy with how much stuff I had to show you. Um, if you have any questions about anything I showed today, send me a message, leave a comment, I'll get back to you. I'm always live, not live, I'm always, I always have my YouTube channel, sending me notifications. Just because it's quiet on here, it doesn't mean I'm not using it. I'm here, just not putting videos out as often as I used to. Apart from that, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you very much if you have watched me so far. If you would like, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, whatever, if you'd like to do. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there. I know it myself. There's a lot of people, and I mean, when when people are talking about watching TV shows and films, and oh, I watched a whole season in one night. Great, I'm catching up on podcasts. It's, it can take a whole evening to catch up on people you follow. So I'm just one of those people. If you like what I talk about, what I did, what I'm like, I'd very much appreciate a subscribe if you subscribed, as I do with all of my 161 subscribers. So yeah, let you guys go. Have a lovely weekend. It's Saturday today. Have a lovely weekend, and I shall catch you next time I made a video. See you guys later. Bye bye.